Are we starting? I think we are. There you go. Can you guys hear me? There's like a few people in the chat already. What's going on, you guys? Welcome. Welcome to the Draw It To live stream. I don't do these very often, but welcome. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay in the chat? Yeah? Garrett. So here's more people coming in now. Let's see, Andefel, Ethan Willis, Ruben, Keshav, Daniel, Garrett, Materialistic. What's going on, guys? Papaya, Mango Mondays. Toasters are great. There's a lot of you guys now. Nitro GX, Nasif, Danny, Dewanitz, and Joseph. Austin, Sam, what's going on, you guys? Before we begin, let's talk about how this is going to play out. So we just hit 30,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you who are part of that. You guys are all part of that. So thank you to all of you for that. So yeah, that's what this chat is all about. I do have one person that's helping me out in the chat right now, and that is Tom Plays CE. Thomas. His name is Thomas. So say hi to Thomas in the chat, you guys. He's going to be one of the moderators for the chat. He's one of my patrons, and yeah, he's decided to help out with the moderating. So you guys, let's be nice. Don't spoil anything. Don't be rude. Don't say any swear words and all that stuff. So Tom Plays CE, that's Thomas. Say hi to Thomas, you guys, in the chat. So he's going to be the one who's going to be moderating the chat with me. So yeah, let's start. Well, yeah, first of all, thank you so much to all of you for 30,000 subscribers. I never would have thought I would reach it this soon, actually. It's been crazy. It took about 2 years to reach 30,000 subscribers. And if you ask me how I did it, it's just making content every single week. And it's not just making content, but it's making content that people want to watch. So if you guys want to know what it's like, how to make how to grow a YouTube channel, it's making videos that people want to watch. So make sure that the videos that you watch are stuff that people want to see. So there you go. Yeah, and go check out Thomas's channel, you guys. He's a really cool guy, so definitely check his channel out. So now, what else? Oh yeah, we reached the first goal in Patreon too. The goal was $50, and we are now at, I think, $63 a month. So we surpassed our goal by like $13. So that is awesome. Thank you again to you guys for your contributions. So with that happening, that means that we're going to have a tutorial. It's going to be specifically for Patreon right now. So that means that there won't be, like, it won't be available on YouTube until later on. So that the first goal, the first reward for reaching the goal is a tutorial on the DCEU Flash, which is the Ezra Miller Flash from the Justice League movie that's coming out in November. So that is going to be a tutorial that's going to be available for my Patreon patrons. So thank you to all of you guys who have contributed to that. You will get your Patreon special tutorial of the Flash tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do it. So that's what's happening. So that is that. And for those of you who are not on Patreon, there will be a Flash tutorial coming, but that won't come until closer to the movie. So you'll have to wait until November, unfortunately. So yeah, that's just one of the rewards that you get for helping out with the channel, actively helping out with the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's talk about other things. The next 2 weeks, or next week anyway, is not going to be any superhero tutorials. So that's just a hint. I'm not going to tell you guys what those tutorials are going to be. I feel like I got something in my eye. I won't tell you guys what those tutorials are going to be, but they're not superhero based. So we'll just leave it at that. It's not going to be movies, like movie superheroes. It's not going to be comic book superheroes. It's not going to be TV shows or anything. So there you go. So let's talk about other things. Let's go to the chat, you guys. There's like, I see the chat just kind of going up and down, and there's so much. I can't possibly, I apologize, I can't possibly read all of it so fast, you guys, so I'm sorry. But as far as tutorials, let me grab a pen and let me grab some paper and hit me with some tutorial suggestions, you guys. Let's talk about this. Daniel Wilkie said, you should draw Justin Bieber. We're not going to be drawing any actual people right now. Thank you, you guys. I'm getting a lot of like awesome stuff from, like awesome comments. Thank you. Am I doing any realistic drawings? Asks Christopher Valenzuela. Maybe if I have time, I'd like to do it. I'll post some of my realistic drawings on Instagram when I do have a chance. Like I have a realistic drawing of Spock, for example. Call of Duty. So like you guys, before I even start writing these down, think of characters that are trending. So I'm not going back to old movies. I'm thinking of movies that are coming up or that are coming up in the future. Same thing with video games. I'm not doing like past video games. I'd rather do video games in the future, and I'd rather do characters that are popular now. So they must be running now. There must be something happening right now. So Boruto, for sure, from Naruto. Messi or Ronaldo, soccer players, they're not fictional characters, they're real people. So I stay away from those guys. Teen Titans, like the cartoon. Not a big fan of Teen Titans Go. I like the old Teen Titans. Spider-Man, I've done Spider-Man. I've done a few Spider-Man. Gumball. Gumball's good. People like Gumball. Steven Universe. Steven. I'm just writing these down, but there's no guarantee that I'll be able to do all of them, okay? So don't get mad at me. There's a lot of you guys just requesting right now. More Overwatch, for sure. Fairy Tail, I'm not sure if I'm going to do Natsu Dragneel from Fairy Tail. I might. I've already done Naruto. Death Note, there's the Death Note like live action thing that's happening, right? Darth Vader, Game of Thrones characters, of course, Call of Duty 3, Ben 10. Yeah, like Thor Ragnarok for sure. Like any Marvel movies, any DC movies, that's already a given. Like I'm gonna do those guys, the main ones. John Cena. You know what? WWE characters. I'll do. Someone says Doomfist. Sure, I'll do a tutorial on Doomfist. Of course, Black Panther. Annie from Attack on Titan. Yeah, like Attack on Titan is also like it just finished. So we're kind of like at the tail end of its popularity. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. Like it just passed. It's still kind of popular, but it's sort of dying down now. Rick and Morty. Excuse me. that's coming up. Disney. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do Disney characters because they're something else. I used to do like cartoon. Like the first tutorials that I have in this channel are actually from Kung Fu Panda. I don't know if you guys have gone that far back. Transformers, Hot Rod, like maybe like the G1 Transformers I might do, like first generation Transformers. Black Racer, Walking Dead, other YouTubers. Not sure about that one. I might, and then maybe they'll like repost my video to their. That's one of the reasons why people like YouTube artists do other YouTubers, is that like the other YouTubers will share the video and then you get more subscribers that way. So that might be a good idea. Deadpool, Thor Ragnarok, Star versus the Forces of Evil. Amazing Spider-Man 2, again, like I don't want to go back, I want to go forward. New 52 Joker. Those are good ones. Zombies. Dwanit and Joseph's World of Craziness asks, are you going to make a drawing mashup? That's an idea that I've always had in my head, is that kind of thing, like a drawing mashup. But problem is I can't make any more videos than I'm already making right now. So I can't make more. It's hard. It's hard for me to make more. I don't have the time. So Spawn, he has a new movie, not quite in development, yes, but when it comes out, for sure. Stranger Things, there's one. That's a good one. Generic Ninja. That's actually a good idea. Oh, all right, so we're gonna stop it right there, you guys. There's a lot of good ideas. And like I said, I don't do a lot of tutorials, or I don't do a lot of videos. I don't put out a lot of videos as much as I used to, so I can only do so much. And I'm only one person. You know, my dream is to have like another person with me doing tutorials, so that it's like me and this other artist doing tutorial videos for you guys. It would be awesome. Anyway, so all right. So thank you guys for your suggestions. I'm going to stop it right there. So from this point on in the video, and if you guys are watching this in the replay, we're going to kind of stop commenting on tutorial requests, because if I just keep answering tutorial requests, it's just going to drag, right? And I want to make this worth it. Like I want to talk about other stuff and not just tutorial requests all the time, right? Because to be honest with you guys, I get like maybe 100, 150 tutorial requests. They're all in my Instagram. They're on like Facebook sometimes, and like I get so many tutorial requests, I can't possibly answer all of them. I'm going to spend a lot of time if I do decide to do that. So, all right, so I'm going to end it there. No more tutorial requests stuff, you guys, because that will not be answered anymore. We're going to move on to what I want to talk about, which is one, D23 happened last weekend, and San Diego Comic-Con happened this weekend. So let's talk about those. All right. So like I said, let's go to the chat and let's see if there's some people talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Still some people talking about tutorial requests. Not going to answer those. Slime Gamer Hub said, it is my dream to go to Comic-Con. I agree. And I feel like out you guys because I really want to meet Stan Lee, and he's getting old. Like he's getting old, and I really want to go meet him. So I would like to go. I did not go to Comic-Con. Jaden asks. I stayed right here, but next couple of years, I'm hoping that I could go to Comic-Con. The things that I look forward to the most in Comic-Con is like new trailers, which is what some stuff we're going to talk about. New trailers, new action figures, like this stuff right here. I look forward to that stuff. What else? New announcements, and just, I don't know. It's not even comic books anymore. Like Comic-Con isn't about comic books anymore. It's about the nerd culture, which is, I am proud to be in the nerd culture. I mean, look at the stuff that's in this office right now. You know what I mean? And I'm sure many of you guys are into just the nerd culture as well, because there's just so many exciting things. I just grew up with this stuff. Like even the shirt that I'm wearing right now is the Joker. Well, I can't stand up. I'm on a stool. So yeah, what's up, you guys? All right. So before we continue, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the chat that I'm kind of I don't want to have to police the chat, you guys. So please be nice in the chat and don't keep repeating stuff. Don't. Okay, so in the chat, be nice to each other. Don't say bad words because you'll get blocked. Don't keep repeating things. Like if you just keep posting the same stuff over and over and over again to get attention, you're gonna get blocked. And if you guys are gonna start self-promoting, it's okay to self-promote, but then if you keep saying, if you keep self-promoting, that's also not a good thing. So let's just keep the stuff in the chat. Let's keep it within the topic, okay? So yeah. BitTrain asks, thoughts on Attack on Titan Season 2. I haven't finished watching it, so I don't want to say anything. I haven't actually seen any cartoons recently. It's been a while. Shadow Douglas, what's your favorite superhero? I've mentioned this already, but it's The Thing and Nightwing mainly. Let's see. How long have you been drawing? Says Giovanni. I've been drawing for it's on and off. I don't like there are years where I stopped drawing, like years, but I've been drawing since I was a kid. All right, so let's talk about the teasers, the trailers that came out in Comic-Con, you guys. The big ones especially are Thor Ragnarok, Justice League. Gosh, and then there's no trailer for it, no official thing that came out from D23, but Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War, there's like footage out there of it, and it sounds amazing. And Slime Gamer Hub says, did you see the Infinity trailer leak? No, that's not how I watch trailers. Like if you watch the leak, it ruins the surprise when you actually see the full HD trailer. Like I don't want to watch this itty bitty high def thing that's like tilted. I want to watch the trailer and experience it. You know what I mean? So I refuse to watch any leaks. I want the trailer, the official trailers. But yeah, let's talk about those things. Thoughts on Thor Ragnarok? Let's talk about that one first, because that's coming up real soon and I'm looking forward to that one. What did you guys think of Thor Ragnarok? Man, this is funny. Like this movie looks like it's going to be stinking funny, which is like such a different take on Thor from the last two movies. The last two movies, he was funny, but not like over the top funny. But we saw a funnier side of Thor in like those little videos that they released of him in Australia with the roommate. Those videos are just so hilarious. And then you see that side of Thor, and then you see a different side of the Hulk where he's also funny. I'm looking forward to this movie because it just looks so different. I think, to be honest with you guys, I thought Thor Ragnarok was going to be my least favorite, because I wasn't a huge fan of Thor: The Dark World, and the original Thor was like okay, but it wasn't the best movie, the best MCU movie. So I thought the Thor movies were just going to, you know, like it wasn't going to be as good. Like they'd still be good, but not as good as, say, Captain America movies or Avengers or Ant-Man. But like this thing just changed my mind. Like that first trailer that dropped was amazing, and then this trailer that dropped is even more amazinger, if that's even a word. Amazinger, hashtag amazinger. But this is so awesome. Like it's so funny. What they did with Thor is pretty cool. Like they took away his hammer, you know what I mean? And they gave him a haircut, which I thought looked pretty cool. Someone was asking, what did I think of the haircut? Yes, I didn't. I thought it's pretty cool, and I liked that they brought back the helmet. That's the one thing that I'm kind of sad about, because in the comics, Thor's helmet is it's what defines, like, it's part of him, but then you don't see that in the movies, so you're kind of sad about it. But now they're bringing a version of the helmet back, so that's kind of cool. And now Thor and the Hulk in this like buddy cop movie, I think that's what they're calling it, is kind of really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Hashtag amazinger, you guys. And like Papaya, that's right. Papaya says, I'm not a huge fan of Thor in general, but I watched the trailer and I'm now excited. Right? So that's right. The Thor looked pretty, right? The Hulk looked pretty cool too. Seems like he got a different haircut too. And they said in the panel that he hasn't transformed into Bruce Banner in 2 years, not since Age of Ultron. Like that last shot of him in the spaceship kind of flying away in the distance, that was the last that we saw of the Hulk. And then he just never transformed into Bruce Banner since then. So that's kind of crazy to think about. So he learned how to talk and communicate since then. So that's kind of cool. We haven't seen, like, there's Loki in this trailer too, and we haven't seen Loki since Thor 2, when he was kind of pretending to be Odin. So it's going to be an interesting plot twist. But then in this trailer, you see that he was captured and he's tied up. So something's happening. Like something must have happened to Loki, that he gets captured by someone or something, and then had to be rescued, it seemed like, by Thor and Hulk and Valkyrie, who looks really cool too. So, oh man, I don't know. It's gonna be exciting, you guys. Hela looks like, all right, Hela. Now, I don't know if this is like true or not, but they're saying that Hela is going to have the last Infinity Stone, and that like the last part of the trailer, you see Thor with like blue eyes and stuff, that he, like, people are saying that he must have taken an Infinity Stone, like he must have taken the Tesseract Infinity Stone, and he must have like gotten it or something. Like he must be powered by it, and that's why he's got like blue eyes and stuff. So Hela has one Infinity Stone. I don't remember which Infinity Stone that one was. And then you got Thor, who could be powered by another Infinity Stone, facing off against each other. That's kind of cool. That's really exciting. And it seems like this is like Hela is death. Like Thanos is known for having a love affair with death, and it looks like they're saying that Hela is going to be death. So, you know, Thanos is going to go after Thor if something were to happen to Hela. So that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, there you go. So that's Thor Ragnarok. Seems pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. It's coming up soon, you guys. All right, so just looking at the comments here, seeing if there's anything else. Is there an Infinity Stone in Thor's hammer? I don't think so, because he didn't know about the other Infinity Stones, or maybe he did, but he never mentioned that it's in his Infinity Stone. So, like, Hela might have possession of the last Infinity Stone, and everybody's saying that it could be because of Heimdall, right? So there's that. So, segue, let's talk about a different movie now. I'm going to answer someone's question here. Not Here for Nothing is asking, what about Ben Affleck's Batman versus Christian Bale's version? I feel like I answered this already, but I like Bruce Wayne. I like Christian Bale's Batman and Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne. That is my answer. All right, so there's that. So now let's talk about Justice League, you guys. They released this 4-minute trailer that is ridiculous and full of like stuff that you could just break down. And I'm sure there's tons of YouTube videos about this already, but the Justice League trailer was pretty cool. It's like, it has the same vibe as the first Avengers trailer. And it's just as funny because, well, I feel like a lot of that has to do with Joss Whedon, right? Because he's taken over for Zack Snyder in directing Justice League. So that's kind of awesome. So I'm trying to think of, like, I watched it just a couple minutes ago. What happened in this trailer? Remind me. The best parts of it was Aquaman and The Flash. Like, the best part of this trailer was when Aquaman was like sky surfing some dude right into a building, and then he just comes out of the building and then just like casually just walks away. That was the best part of that trailer, I think. And then Flash had a couple of funny moments. There's one where he was talking about how he's never been in a fight before, and that all he ever did was push people. So that's kind of funny. And then the last part when everybody disappears, when like Commissioner James Gordon or Jim Gordon turns around and like Flash was the only person there, and because the other three heroes left. I thought that was funny. That was funny. Yeah. So the thing is, I wanted to see more of Cyborg, because in the last trailer we didn't really get to see much of him, and in this one, the only thing that you really get to see of Cyborg is him taking over the bat. What do you call it? Bat plane, whatever that is. That's all you see of Cyborg and his abilities. So that's kind of too bad. Yeah. But you see Wonder Woman, you see her in action. Like she dodged a bullet, like kicked a couple of security guards' butt, and then she gets asked, "What did you do this weekend?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing much." That's funny. Batman didn't really have any funny moments in this one, but Batman just being Batman is pretty cool. So that's awesome. Batman does look beast on the Justice League trailer. That's from Estevan Maddox. So thank you. That's awesome. And then, well, you see a little bit of the bad guy Steppenwolf in this one. You kind of see him. I don't think you see him in full whatever. Rest assured, I will do tutorials on I probably won't do a tutorial on Wonder Woman, by the way, because I've already done a tutorial on Wonder Woman and I don't think her costume has changed that much. So I'll do tutorials on the other 5. I'll do an update on Superman too, maybe. So Batman for sure, Flash for sure, Aquaman for sure, Superman. Who's the other one? Cyborg. There's that. I don't know if I'm gonna do a tutorial on Steppenwolf because, like, that's already that's 5+1. If I do decide to do Steppenwolf, right? So if I do all of these characters and if I only do 2 tutorials a month, that's 1 week right there. Or sorry, 8 tutorials. I do 8 tutorials a month, right? If I do 8 like characters from the Justice League movie, that's the entire month. So I don't want to do that because then all the other people who are watching who aren't fans of, you know, comic book movies, they're going to be like stuck for a month with nothing to watch on my channel. So that's why I like to make it different each time, you know, add a video game here, comic book here, TV show here, that kind of thing. So that's why. Sam Heinrich asks, do you think Justice League is going to succeed or fail? It depends, because there's rumors now that like Ben Affleck isn't too happy with being Batman. There's that as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So if you guys are new here, by the way, there's a whole bunch of people doing asking for like tutorial requests. I'm ignoring those, so don't even bother asking for tutorial requests, because I mentioned earlier that I'm not going to address those in the comments anymore. Sorry about that, because I do want to talk about other things. Okay, so here's the thing. This is just my theory, but at the very end of the Justice League trailer, you saw Alfred talking to somebody off camera that they've returned, and that he hopes that he's not too late. Who do you guys think that is? You guys are probably going to say Superman, right? Maybe it is. It's probably going to be Superman, but the back of my mind, I'm hoping that it's somebody else that has a green costume and a ring. I'm waiting for you guys. Not Tammy. Ahmad said it's Tammy. No, it's not Tammy. Do you see a red cape? I don't know. If it is Superman, then that's kind of expected, right? But what if it isn't? What if Superman's already in the fray? And what if this person is Green Lantern? Wouldn't that be just like a mind blown? Because Green Lantern, I can't believe they're doing a Justice League movie and not include Green Lantern in it. That's what makes me, the fanboy in me, a little bit upset. But wouldn't it be awesome if he was talking to Hal Jordan? Wouldn't that be cool? Or John Stewart, or any of the Green Lanterns. That would be awesome. That would be super cool. So, but who knows, right? It could be, it's probably Superman, you guys. But a part of me is hoping that it's someone else. All right, so there you go. Crossbones94 says, do you think Flash will get a costume upgrade at the end of the movie? Probably, because it seems like superhero movie characters get a costume upgrade for the next movie. Like even Superman, I think his costume changed a little bit from Man of Steel to Batman v Superman. I think it got a little bit brighter. Wonder Woman's costume changed from Batman v Superman to Wonder Woman, even though it's supposed to be like, even though Wonder Woman's supposed to be like a couple of years back. But I don't know if you guys can tell that Wonder Woman embraced the full-on color of the costume, whereas Batman v Superman, it's all muted, like darkened and all that stuff. So even like Man of Steel, the colors weren't as bright and stuff. So that's partly because they sell more toys that way, right? So think about the marketing as well, because if you change the costume, you can sell more toys. If you change the costume of like Spider-Man, you can sell more action figures. So do you think the bat suit might be upgraded? Yeah, because from Batman v Superman to Justice League, you can already tell that there's a lot of changes to the costume. And he's got some goggles on, and he's got like these patches like along his costume that's already different than the other, like than Batman v Superman costume. So there's that. Sefa Ines Sentikaya asks, what do you think about them showing the Flash like an idiot? That's true. I don't know what you guys feel about that, because they're kind of playing off the Flash here as like not smart. He's like the inexperienced jokey guy in all of this, which I don't mind, because we get Grant Gustin's depiction of the Flash, which is pretty serious, and I like it. But if we get another Flash that's similar to that type of personality, I think it would be boring, because then you'll see it'll be the same Flash, just in two different universes. So I'd like to see a different personality, like a Flash, than the one on the TV show. So this is a different take on the Flash. I like it. Yes. So let's talk about other things. There's a lot of stuff to talk about in the Justice League trailer, but let's move on to other stuff. Like this trailer got me excited, and Joss Whedon directing the Justice League, or helping anyway with the editing, I think is going to make it a lot better. I think so. Crossing my fingers. I want Justice League to be just as successful as the Marvel movies. So far, you guys, and I talked about this last time, we've been like, how many superhero movies have come out? Like 4? Each one has been really good this year. Guardians of the Galaxy, Logan, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man Homecoming, all really good. So we've been lucky so far. And so if Justice League and Thor Ragnarok are good, then this is like the best year for superhero movies ever, 2015. All right, so Flashpoint movie confirmed. Yes, that's going to be awesome. Not sure what that's going to be about yet. Like, there's a lot. Like Flashpoint, there's a lot of things. So that's awesome. There's other stuff confirmed, right? I'm trying to think of the other things that are confirmed. I think the Venom movie was confirmed a while back. That's going to be cool. There's footage of, oh yeah, there's another trailer. It's not a movie that I do want to talk about. The Netflix Defenders trailer dropped, and it's not like as big of a like reveal as the other trailers, but this is just getting me more excited for the Defenders, because you get to see more action. You get to see, in this trailer, you get to see Elektra a lot more, and the role that she plays. And there's and then in the trailer, or there's like I guess there's 2 different things. There's the one that's narrated by Stan Lee, and that one at the very end, you see the Punisher come back, and he just looks so cool. That's going to be so cool. So that's, oh man, I am so excited for the Defenders. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what to say, because the Netflix stuff has been really good. I wasn't too big of a fan of Iron Fist. I watched the whole thing, but it's all building up to this, similar to Justice League things being built up to Justice League, similar to things being built up to Avengers Infinity War. Things are building up and you just want to see it all come together to be really cool. I'm excited for all of that. And it looks like Sigourney Weaver, the bad guy in the Netflix Defender stuff, she looks menacing. She really does. So that's cool. There's other stuff that I wasn't too excited about. Well, mainly the Inhumans. Like I wasn't too happy with the trailers that dropped for the Inhumans. Like it's okay. It's okay. Right? All right, so now I'm just looking through the chat to see if there's anything that I missed that you guys said. Do you think different multiverse worlds will be introduced? Christopher Valenzuela asks. In Marvel, probably. In Flashpoint, maybe. Well, maybe. Right? In Marvel, I'm thinking yes. Because they did introduce different alternate universes, I think, in Doctor Strange, didn't they? So that's going to be cool. Australian Patriot says, have you read the Spawn comics? Only when it was good, like the first couple of runs with Todd McFarlane. I read those Spawn comics, and then when Spawn was being drawn by Greg Capullo, I read those, but Spawn has been irrelevant to me for a couple of years. Like I was a teenager when the movie came out back in 1997. I liked it then. It's kind of hokey now. Spawn is kind of an old thing for me. I kind of moved on from Spawn, so. Justice League Dark. Yes, that's pretty cool. There's a couple of announcements that they made. They showed footage for Black Panther, and people seem to be excited for that. They made announcements on people who are going to star in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and the big one is Michelle Pfeiffer is going to play what's her name? Janet Van Dyne. So she's going to play Hope's mom. She's going to play Hank Pym's wife. Michelle Pfeiffer, if you guys don't know, is the old Catwoman from Batman Returns. So that's pretty exciting. And Lawrence Fishburne is going to be in that movie as well. Now I'm looking through the chat, you guys. I'm missing a lot. Just talking to. Green Lantern movie, yes, there is a Green Lantern movie that has been confirmed. It's going to be Green Lantern Corps, so it's not Green Lantern. They've also confirmed Shazam is going to be a movie, and they've also started talking about Black Adam starring The Rock, so that's going to be cool. I don't think The Rock is going to be in Shazam. I think The Rock is The Rock going to be in Shazam? Or is The Rock going to be in a Black Adam movie? Not sure about that. Yeah, there's a Miles Morales Spider-Man movie that's apparently, is that going to be in the MCU? It might be. So it's exciting, you guys. All right. So, all right. So there's 15 minutes left, and I'm gonna pick up my daughter at 4 o'clock exactly. So I got to go exactly at 4 o'clock. But let's talk about other things. All right. So we talked about the trailers, which is pretty cool. I think we're all excited for, yeah, for everything that's happening right now. Like, this is a really good time to be a nerd, a really good time to be a nerd with money, because all of these movies are coming out, and if you guys are like me and you guys collect action figures, all of that stuff is going to cost money. Like, all the action figures that they put out in the at Comic-Con is just ridiculous. Like, I can't afford all that. It's gonna be awesome. So yes, I will be watching those movies. Most of the main characters from those superhero movies, I will probably do a tutorial on, so don't worry about it. Let me just shift. I'm sitting on a stool and there's no cushion in it, so a little bit hard. So yes, I am excited about all of this. I'm excited about Shazam, but I'd like to know more about it before I get more excited about it. Like, I'm not too excited about it right now because there's other stuff to be excited about. Savannah Hope asks, do you like Flash or Arrow more? Flash. I like Arrow, and then it got kind of too much drama. I like Flash too, but I think I like the Flash better. Okay, are you guys looking forward to other things? Like, there's Stranger Things. There's the trailer that came out for season 2. You guys excited for that? That's awesome. If you guys haven't seen Stranger Things, definitely go check it out. Ready Player One. Check out the trailer for that as well, because I mean, I'm not even, there's so much stuff in there. And if you grew up in the 80s and 90s like me, there's so many references to different things in Ready Player One. You guys should just check out the trailer because it's awesome. The main character in that is Cyclops from X-Men Apocalypse. So that's awesome. Check that out. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's exciting. Yeah, like Iron Giant, for example, Tron. There's people from Tron in there. So yeah, definitely check out Ready Player One. That's going to be exciting. And so yeah, I think that's it. So we got a couple more minutes. Let's talk about other stuff. What other stuff you guys want to talk about in the chat right now? Do you like Dragon Ball Z? I used to. I don't watch it anymore. Don't have time to, but I used to watch it as a kid. CW Legends of Tomorrow or Supergirl? I haven't really seen Supergirl, to be honest. Sense8 is canceled. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Thank you for saying that my drawings are dope. Joker? Joker. You want to talk about Joker? Oh yeah, there's another thing that like Jared Leto is unsure with his future in the DCEU. I think that's news. So I don't know about that, you guys. I don't know about that. I wasn't that big of a fan of his portrayal of the Joker, to be honest with you. I think there are other people that can play the Joker probably better. In my mind, I'm thinking Willem Dafoe can play. I mean, look at Willem Dafoe's face, you guys. Just, that's Harry. Not Harry. Norman Osborn from the very, very first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. Norman Osborn, the guy who plays him, he's got Joker's face already. He looks like the Joker. So make him the Joker, because he's everything the Joker should be, right? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about the Joker that they cut out from Suicide Squad. Like, I saw a whole bunch of videos that talks about why the Suicide Squad didn't hit the right notes. Like, it's not that it sucked, but why it was controversial and why people didn't like it as much as they liked Wonder Woman. Definitely check that out. Yeah. All right. Australian Patriot asks Adam West or Clooney or Bale. You mean like actors? Who's most handsome? I don't know. Who's the oldest? I like Christian Bale's pretty good. I like Christian Bale, but then his movie is different than Adam West's movie, right? So can't really compare. There's no. Here's the thing with comparisons, you guys. I don't want to compare Marvel versus DC, this or this versus this. Like why not enjoy both? And I keep saying that too. Like enjoy DC, enjoy Marvel. There's no choosing sides. Just you want them both to succeed. Like I want Marvel movies to be good. I want DC movies to be good. There's no fanboying against the other, right? You want both of them to be good. Will Summers asks, how do I send my drawings? That's in the link to the description of this video. Check that out. Heron Denny says, bro, you celebrate 30,000 subscribers, but just 24 people are watching you, probably in the live stream. But people are going to be watching this movie or this video too, like later on, right? It'll publish in my channel later. So yeah, thank you guys for staying this long. What do I think about the new Justice League trailer? I talked about it for quite a while, Devanshu, so you'll have to catch the rewind of this video. Justice League's costume, CW's personality. Yeah, I agree. All right, so yeah, you guys, so there's a lot of stuff to be excited about. So like I said, rest assured, with these main comic book movies, I'm probably going to do the main characters in them. I might do the bad guys if they are memorable. Like I mentioned in my tutorial, I think for, was it Vulture or like Spider-Man Homecoming, that if a bad guy is not memorable, like think of like who's the bad guy in Iron Man 2? Like who even cares at this point? So I'm not going to do a tutorial on him. You know what I mean? Who's the bad guy in Thor: The Dark World? Like who cares about that guy? And who's the bad guy in Captain America: Winter Soldier? It's Robert Redford, whatever, Alexander Pierce. Like who? No one cares about these characters. No one wants to. Nobody asks to do these tutorials. So when you think about the future movies, if you guys are thinking about who I'm going to do the tutorials on, it's probably like the main hero, the main side hero, and maybe the bad guy if he's memorable enough, you guys. So there's that. And yeah. Australian Patriot asks, why do people think that nerds like me do like sports? Do like sports? I don't understand the question. But yeah, nerds can like sports. You can be nerdy about sports, right? You can geek out on sports. People do. And all right, so you guys, I'm going to slowly kind of like transition down now. There's a lot of stuff. Thank you so much for all of you guys. I know there's a few of you left, so that's kind of cool. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Ask me any questions, you guys. Whiplash, that's his name. Yeah, like no one cares about Whiplash anymore. Like even the main bad guy from The Incredible Hulk, Abomination, like he's still in the MCU, right? There's a lot of people in that people forget are still in the MCU right now. The Abomination is not dead. He's somewhere, but nobody talks about him. Uh, the leader, you remember him? He's like the guy who's like all the ooze fell in his head, like, and then his head started like kind of bubbling up. That's in the Incredible Hulk. Something happened to him. So, but people forgot about him now. People forgot about like the fake Mandarin, and people say that there's still a Mandarin out there, but who knows if they're going to even address that now, because Robert Downey Jr., who knows what his future is after Phase 4, like after Phase 3, who knows how involved he's going to be in Phase 4. So there's all that stuff. Christopher Valenzuela asks, what superhero do you want to see on the big screen? Nightwing. I want to see Nightwing on the big screen. So Mango Monday asks, how do you draw so good? Practice. Like I was telling somebody on Instagram, nobody is born with the ability to draw. You have to learn. You got to teach yourself how to draw. And you'll get, the only way for you to get really good at drawing is if you spend some time getting better and better and better and better. So yeah, so that's how it is. Like if you want to get better, just practice. If you want to be better at not just drawing, but if you want to be a good cook, practice cooking. So if you want to be a good, good in karate, practice that. If you want to be good in basketball, practice. The answer, how do you be better, is just practice. Devanshu asks, what do you think about Thor Ragnarok? Oh, I just talked about Thor Ragnarok for a long time. So you're going to have to watch this video over again. Daniel Neal. Hi, notice me. Hey, Daniel. Misha Mosharaf asks, did you watch the Justice League trailer? Oh, you guys are just coming in now, aren't you? All right. Oh yeah, any new merch coming out? For me, yes. I don't know if you guys have been visiting my art store, but I posted 2 new art prints in my art store. I posted Scarlet Witch and I posted Doctor Strange. So go check out my art store. I'll post it in the chat right now. What's it called? Yeah, drawittoo.storenv.com. Check that out. And yeah, check out my art store and purchase some of my art prints. If you guys buy my art prints, you guys will be helping out this channel as well. So there you go. Sagat is king. What's up, bro? I subscribed yesterday after watching you draw Superman. Thank you. Superman is one of my older tutorials, so definitely stay tuned and check out my newer tutorials because I think they're better than my old ones. All right, so did you see the Avengers Infinity War trailer? JB Wise Gaming asks. No, I mentioned that earlier. I'm not going to watch a leak. I want to watch the official trailer when it comes out because I'm going to watch it in this. Let me show you guys my computer. That big screen right there with the full volume. That's how I like to watch trailers, so that you get a full effect of the trailer and not just some leak, because the leak kind of just sucks the fun out of watching it in full, like in full color. Like if you watch the leak first, it's just like a spoiler. You know what I mean? It spoils it for you. So that's why I don't watch leaks. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching and following my channel. So I'm gonna end it at that. Tom, thank you. Tom Play CE. Thomas, thank you so much for helping me monitor the chat. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and just talking about nerdy things. Thank you so much. It's super hot right now. It is like 30 something degrees Celsius, which is almost 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So thank you, you guys. I'm gonna go cool down. There's my alarm. It says pick up my daughter. So thank you, you guys. I'm gonna go. Thank you for 30,000 subs. I can't believe it. There's a video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. It's not a tutorial. The next 2 tutorials are not going to be superhero based. And yeah, so I'm not gonna, that's all the hints that I'm gonna tell you. So thank you, you guys. I will see you in the next video. Stay tuned for more. See you learn. So you can learn. I don't even know my slogan anymore. Just, we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.